All right, hopefully you guys have had enough of the spot dancing, so we're going to go ahead and get things underway. Let's go ahead and bring up this screen. Hey everyone, Spidey Librarian here, and welcome to tonight's live stream. We're off to a bit of a late start tonight, and for that I do apologize. I had to deal with an IRL issue, and that IRL issue involved Trouble, who lived up to her name and got herself stuck on it. Okay, technically not the roof of my house, but she went out the second floor bathroom onto the ledge below, and it was far enough from the ground floor that she was scared to jump down, and far up enough from the bathroom window that she couldn't jump up. And so I had to work with my housemates, go get a ladder, bring her in. She's good. She's hanging out right here. She's just barely out of frame. And I think she knows she's in a little bit of a doghouse with me because I've told her not to go out there. She doesn't listen to me. I'm her dad. She doesn't listen. So, anyways, welcome to tonight's live stream. We're about an hour later than we should be, but we are going to be watching Elektra tonight. This, of course, is Film First Friday, the live stream where I watch a new movie. And again, tonight's feature is Elektra from, oh God, what year is it from? 2005, okay? This movie is 20 years old and I have never seen it. It's one of those movies that I was interested in seeing, and then I saw Daredevil, the movie that came before it. And I don't know, how many of you guys out there tonight have seen Daredevil? I was not that impressed with it. It wasn't as bad as a lot of people say. A lot of people hate on Daredevil. And I mean, I understand why, but like, I don't think it was as bad as a lot of people said it was. I was like, all right, Ben Affleck being Daredevil, it's okay. It's not the greatest, but but I did like Michael Clark Duncan as the Kingpin. I thought he was amazing as the Kingpin, frankly. And if I had a choice and he were still alive, I. Oh, God, I love this little one. Hi. Your dad loves you. Your dad loves you very much. Okay. Anyways, no, Michael Clark Duncan was amazing as the Kingpin, and I definitely would have liked to have seen more of him as the Kingpin. And believe it or not, he actually does play the Kingpin in Spider-Man the new animated series, the cartoon that I think MTV did around the time of the Sam Raimi Spider-Man movies, and it was like kind of meant to be loosely tied into those movies, but they did a lot of things that clearly were not part of the movie canon and just all kinds of weird stuff. But anyways, yeah, we are going to go ahead and get started in just a second here. I know that we're already running late, and so I don't want to hold this up any more than we absolutely have to. So I'm going to go ahead and do a quick sound test. I have muted the desktop audio. I'm actually going to start the movie, and as soon as the Disney fanfare plays... Oh, okay, no, it's just going right into the 20th Century Fox. Okay, so I think I'm about 5 seconds in. I'm going to reset it to the 0 mark. All right, and hopefully you guys did not hear anything. If you did, let me know. As you know, copyright issue, don't want to deal with those. Hopefully you guys understand. So I know you guys understand. I guess it's the people who come afterwards who watch it and go, "Where's the movie?" And I'm like, "This is not a reaction video." And I get lots of those types of comments, and I don't understand why. I really don't. a lot of content creators who do reaction content, they will actually put these live streams behind a paywall and basically say, if you want to see all my reactions, you can, and I'm giving these away for free. And people are like, why are you doing that? So I don't know. All right, let's see. CG anime fan. There's never been a bad Kingpin actor, and there's technically 3 live action Kingpins because John Rhys Davies played him in the Hulk TV film that has Daredevil. Really? That I did not know that. That's actually really cool. Let me say hello to everyone who has sounded off in chat. That would be, of course, CG anime fan, David Alfaro, and Crowbar the Skull. Crowbar is actually the one who recommended that I start using a timer for my watch party live streams, and so I actually started doing that this week. I found a decent timer and have figured out how to more or less make it work. I wish it were a little smoother, but I'm still learning a lot of this stuff, so hopefully it will be helpful. The timer should be helpful if you guys need to go and do something else and then come back, you'll know at what point on the timeline that I am in the movie. So that is the plan. I love you. I love you so much. So, guys, I think Trouble is angling for some treats. If you guys would like to see me feed Trouble, throw some kitty cat emotes in the chat and let me know if we get at least 2 people throwing out kitty cat emotes, then we'll go ahead and take a second and give Trouble some treats. I love you. I love you very much. You really scared me earlier, little butt. Okay. Anyways, let's go ahead and I'm not gonna get rid of you. Am I? I'm just not gonna get rid of her. She's like, Dad, I want treats. Give me treats, and then I'll go away. I'll let you stream your movie then. So, all right. Okay, we got some kitty cat emotes from David. All right. Anybody else? Anybody else want to throw them in there? Sith Apple. Sith Apple. Oh my God, man. How are you? Good to see you. I hope all is well. That is enough, people. That's at least half of us. I'm going to go ahead and grab some treats for Trouble. We're going to feed her some treats on camera, and then we're going to get into the movie. So hold on just a second. Okay, Trouble, come here, baby. All right. So whenever I do this, Trouble gets 6 treats, okay? All right. Here you go, baby. There's 1. 2. She looked like Pac-Man for a second there, All right, here we go. Oh, oh. Did you see how she reaches out and grabs she grabs my hand? I don't know if you can see it, but there you go. All right. Okay, all right, you get 2 more. All right. Final 2. All right, you little greedy guts. Okay. There you go. Okay, final 1. All right. Your dad loves you. Okay. All right. Thank you guys for your patience. I appreciate it very much, especially tonight. Uh, we're starting an hour after I had planned to, so I hope I didn't ruin anyone's schedule for that. But anyways, let's go ahead and get started. Now, before I get started, just in case you are new to these, if you have not been on this channel or these types of live streams before, just want to let you know, if you're coming here expecting to see video or audio from the movie, I'm afraid that's not going to happen here. These are watch party streams, and essentially it's just going to be the camera on me as I react to these things. What you're probably looking for is a reaction video, and that's not what this is. The intent is to eventually use these lives to make reaction videos whenever I get the time for that. But if that's what you're looking for, if that's what you're here for, I don't want to waste your time. I don't want you to be here. You can go ahead and click on something else. But if you are here to watch me watch this stuff for the first time and respond to it and watch along with me, well, you're in the right place. All right. So, what we're going to do now is we're going to do, in keeping with the I'm eventually going to make reaction videos out of this, I'm going to do an introduction. And then once the introduction is done, I'll turn on the timer, we'll get into the movie, and then we will just go. When I say here we go, and then I give out the thwip, I'm going to basically take another, like as soon as I do that, my hand goes to the mouse. I click the play button, and then I'm going to click the script for the timer. So that way you'll have a pretty good idea of where I am. I know it won't be exactly precise. It'll probably be off by like 1 or 2 seconds, but that's where I'll be. Okay. All right. I hope you guys are ready. I've been looking forward to this one. Again, Elektra. I've had many people recommend I don't waste my time with this movie. I've had some people go, it's okay, it's not bad, and then I had David go, no, 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 this is great. I love the vibes from it. So I'm excited to see this. Hopefully you guys are as well. And we're gonna get into the reaction portion video, the reaction video portion of the recording, and we are gonna do that right now. Hey everyone, Spidey Librarian here, and welcome to Film First Friday. This is the live stream series where I watch a film for the very first time, and brain does not want to work. Tonight's film is Elektra. So welcome to this watch party and reaction to 2005? I can't remember. Somebody tell me what year it is. It's it's like 2000, yeah, 20 years old, right? Yes. Hold on. Yes, 2005 film. All right. 2005's Elektra. I'm going to do that again. So, all right. And so tonight's film is going to be 2005's Elektra. I don't know much about this movie. I did see Daredevil, which I think came out in 2003. I was not crazy about that movie, but I don't understand why that movie gets as much hate as it does. And all I know is that when this movie came out in theaters, it got nothing but bad reviews. It bombed at the box office. It did not do well. And essentially, a lot of people were just like, do not watch this. It is not worth it. Do not waste your time. And I've heeded that, and I've heeded that advice for 20 years. And but as we hopefully all know, last year, almost a year ago, in in Deadpool and Wolverine, Jennifer Garner, wow, mouth does not want to work. Jennifer Garner reappeared as Elektra, and there was a rush of cheers from the crowd that I was with when I was watching the movie. I was just like, oh my God, she's back, And I thought that was pretty cool. And it's really funny because everyone who was with me, they're like, oh, I remember her from Daredevil. No one remembered her from her own movie. I knew she'd had one, and I was like, she had her own movie. And yeah, no, it's like no one wants to acknowledge that movie. And I'm not gonna preemptively hate on it. But if I don't enjoy this movie, I mean, I will, you guys know me. I'm honest. I'm honest enough, at least. But if I see issues with the movie, I will point them out, and that's okay. I think, I've had quite a few, disagreements with some of my viewers about a particular movie, and they happen. But with all that said, again, I don't know what happens in this movie. I don't know who else is in it. I just went and got all of the metadata that I needed. I found a picture for the thumbnail, and then aside from Deadpool and Wolverine, I don't and the Daredevil movie, I have just kind of not found anything out about this movie. And so I'm eager to see what the plot is. I'm eager to see how it gets handled. And I think, I don't know. I'm looking forward to it. If nothing else, simply for the reason that this is another Marvel movie that I haven't seen and that I just should have seen because I'm a big Marvel fan, you know? So we're going to go ahead and kick back and relax and watch Elektra. And we're going to do that in just a moment. If you enjoy these reactions, please go ahead and thwip the like button. And if you haven't already, consider subscribing as well. Also, if you enjoy these reactions, consider sharing this out to your friends, your family, your followers, anyone that you think would enjoy my reaction to these media. Whether you like or dislike this movie, let me know why in the comments. I would love to have a conversation with you about this film. And finally, you can find the full and unedited live stream of this reaction on my YouTube channel. There is a master playlist of all movies that I have watched and reacted to, and I'm starting to divide them up into smaller playlists, usually by genre. Elektra would fall under the playlist for the genres for fantasy, action, and I'm not sure. I think it would just be those two things. However, I would also put it in the subgenre for superhero movies as well. And I believe I do have a playlist for superhero movies. So you can find all of those playlists on my YouTube channel under the category Watch Parties. All right, and I think we are going to get around to watching this now. So we're going to go ahead and get started. I'm going to put on the old headphones. Actually, you know what? Let's go ahead and activate the timer right now. There we go. All right. Do I plan on watching the TV Marvel films, or am I only watching theatrical films? For now, I'm only going to watch the theatrical films. However, don't rule me out of watching the TV films at some point. I just don't know when that will be. All right. Okay. All right. We're gonna get ye old headphones situated. I am going to go ahead and pull down the microphone here. All right. So that way when I move back, I can kind of pull it out here. I like that. So okay. Let me go ahead and enlarge it to full screen. And okay. All right. Okay, everybody. 2005's Elektra. Hold on. Let me go ahead and get a couple of tools up real quick before I actually do that. I'm going to do it again. So okay. All right. Okay. And we're back. All right. Okay, everyone. 2005's Elektra. Here we go. Ta 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 ta. Okay, it went longer than I did. So what? Wow, Regency? For some reason, they struck me. I don't know. Maybe it's that intro. It's like that's very 80s to me. Okay, we got the Marvel Comics role before the movie. Nice. Respect. I can go with that. And it looks like it's all Elektra. I'm down for this. I'm gonna move in just a little bit. 20. Okay. Interesting font they're using for the intro here. I mean, I guess they're going with Greek. Elektra is supposed to be Greek. Okay, we're talking about the hand here, I'm guessing. Uh-huh. So far, this is very, I don't know. The hand. Okay. All right. Good. Ooh. Okay, so I'm already a little confused. The hand, as far as I'm concerned, have always been kind of just bad. We're saying there are good factions and bad factions of the hand? We're all good, sir. Is that, um, oh God, what actor is that? He plays Captain Lorca in Star Trek Discovery. He's Lucius Malfoy in the Harry Potter movies. Okay, how does he know she's coming after him? Jason Isaac, thank you. He was also Admiral Zhao in Avatar The Last Airbender. Okay, so I feel like this exposition he's giving would be a lot more interesting if they'd shown it. Yeah. I don't think, like, yeah. Why was he not watching the monitors? Come on. Seriously, dude? I'm pretty sure that door is supposed to be reinforced. If this guy is such a pro, I mean, even I know that was a terrible move. Oh God. Yep. Okay. Drops his weapon. Unbelievable. I'm sorry, but this guy should know he's in a no-win situation at this point. Okay. I think she just knocked him out. Okay, the wind blowing is a bit much. Interesting eye color there. Okay. Okay, all right. This opening, I've got all kinds of issues with it. Like, did she actually go up and whisper in his ear, or was that just him imagining it? And a single throw from a sigh through a chair is going to kill him? I don't know. And I'm a guy in a suit and tie. That outfit just screams smoothly and quietly. Father? Okay. Okay. Are these supposed to be the good ninjas or the bad ones? Wait, what? Is she is she cleaning? Why? What's going on here? Okay. Oh, I'm a bad man with a gun. Okay. What? Okay. Okay, he's bringing him her money, I guess. Okay, what I don't understand. What is she cleaning and why? Okay, so he knows her spiel, I guess. Okay, does she really owe this guy an explanation? Yeah, like feel oh, spreading the legend. Okay. Is this where she lives? I mean, okay, dude, that is just not your business to be asking. So he's getting her what? Assassin jobs? Okay, so she was just I'm okay, I'm lost here. Was she cleaning the site of the area where she had killed that guy or what? The eyes are interesting. It's a good distinction at least. Oh. Okay, so she was revived and what? Trained with I assume that's stick, right? And then was basically kicked out afterwards because I don't know, because she just couldn't do anything but fight. She's like, okay, I'm at the job site. What's going on? She lays everything out in a very precise manner. Wow. Quite the bathroom routine she has. Spoil yourself with some yum yums. Yeah, I kind of saw that coming. Okay, good snacks. Good snacks. Kind of a grapes man myself, so. Okay, all right. Jennifer Garner, probably in the prime of her life, in a bathing suit. I'm not complaining about this. Wasn't she in like the lake or ocean or something? Okay. Okay, so dad was kind of an a-hole. Got it. She's having in the water flashbacks. I thought Daredevil was supposed to be the one with the enhanced senses. Oh boy. All right. Is she going to meet the client here? Hmm. Box cutter. I suppose it's no sigh, but it'll get the job done if you need it to. Okay. You, don't belong here. Hmm. Oh, wow. Caught right in it. Okay. You're kind of supernatural and I like it. That's what she's thinking. Okay. So if I recall, at least from the comics, her mother or her parents were like American diplomats in Greece, right? And I'm guessing she was born there. Okay. All right. That woke me up a little bit. What the hell is Tim Curry from Legend doing here? It's just a joke. It's 2 a.m. She must be lonely. If I cannot sleep, I will work out. It's probably not a bad philosophy, actually. Okay, dude. Okay, not gonna lie, that is ridiculously strong. If you can do a one-armed pull-up or one-handed pull-up, that takes some strength. I can do regular pull-ups just fine. I would never even think about trying a one-handed pull-up. No way. All the voices. All the voices overlapping. Mm-hmm. Mhm. She attempted to, but she didn't take anything. Not the friendliest type, is she? Yeah. She doesn't like to be idle. I guess I can understand that. Hmm. How'd she sneak up on her like that? Yeah, you must be slipping. Does this movie take place around Christmas? I had no idea this was a holiday movie. I mean, well, when you put it that way. Wow. She actually gave her real name. Okay. I wasn't expecting that. I was expecting her to use an alias. Oh. Well, well, well. Okay, she is looking to stir the pot. She's like, hey, hey, hey. His daughter is wing womaning for him. She's trying to play matchmaker. Oh my god. Yep. Shouldn't have said that. Okay, all right. Not not the greatest answer in the world, but well, she did get expelled for fighting, so oh, okay, never mind. That eye roll. Okay, all right. Okay, so this dad and his daughter, they're gonna be like her what she's gonna have to protect them for this movie, I'm guessing. I do like how awkward she is. Jennifer Garner. She's playing this loner, mercenary very well, at least in that respect. Okay, all right, I'll have one drink with you, but no funny stuff. And don't you look at me. Oh, oh, drunk driver. Yikes. Okay, Batman. I think my issue with that sudden disappearance is she literally is doing it as she's talking to him, and I'm just like, how is that believable? Oh man, did she find her mom dead in bed? I'm guessing that she was murdered too. Wow. Okay, let's have a look at it. Oh God. Okay, wow. She just had dinner with her targets. Okay, she's not gonna do it. Yeah, no, I don't buy that at all. I don't buy this at all. Yeah, see, I know what's up. Yeah, no, she's having trouble concentrating. She can't focus. Hmm. Yep. Oh God, who are these guys? What do they want? Uh, okay, so all of this kind of like disappearing in plain sight, like they're stealing Batman's shtick here, and I don't know. I'm going to assume that there's some mysticism at play here, but like, I want some kind of basic explanation, you know? So I guess those are the other assassins that they sent. She gonna protect them. Huh? Okay, if that guy would have slipped while he was trying to get on the roof, I would have laughed my ass off. She's like, I'm just gonna annoy him and not do it until I feel like it. I like jackets. I like long jackets too. I've got both a trench coat and a duster. How is she how is she bone dry after coming in to this area from outside? Are you kidding me? Okay, they've already done that move. That was kind of ridiculous. Did he just go poof? Totally nailed it. It's like this is not really a mission gone sideways so much as a I've changed my mind about did she, okay, the whole catching the arrows thing. I don't have an issue with that. I think that's pretty cool myself. So this guy is not a hand assassin. Well, maybe he is a hand assassin. The whole going poof after they're killed, that kind of suggests hand. Yeah, you got to get out of here. Again, the disappearing and reappearing out of nowhere. Okay, are these guys hand or are they something else? Because I thought the hand was supposed to be the enemy here. Okay, apparently Sun is getting impatient. Okay. Okay, that was creepy. Okay. This is the hand. And I mean, she killed him fair and square. Oh, great. Casual misogyny. Okay. Oh, that's a lot at stake. So this guy's got himself a posse, huh? Oh, okay. I guess she poisoned him, made him sick. I don't know. Oh, biker bar, huh? I hate people who can play pool like this. Oh, they could just run the tables on me. He'll know if you don't. That's how good stick is supposed to be. I mean, to be fair, at that age, I probably would have had the same response. Okay, he's just like, sure, let's do this. Oh boy. Yeah, don't mess with Stick. Don't do that. Oh wow, she chased her. Code? S- oh, hey, creepy tattoo guys here. Yep. Okay, so if I had seen that, I would have freaked the hell out. Wow. Okay, that is disgusting. That's not very efficient. I mean, I guess that's kind of interesting being able to carry your bird around as a tattoo, but I don't know if you'd say that. Hmm, that's what you call ironic. It's all she's good at, I guess. And who's this? Boy. Okay. You should have given her the breather, dude. So what does the hand want with them? This is what happens when you work your assassins too hard, you know? She saved your lives. And how you gonna promise that? Okay. They got a secret. They're not telling her the secret. Who's this? What? The is that was she seeing herself when she was younger? Oh boy. What is she gonna do? What is she gonna do? This is her way of getting the kid to shut up. Yep. Like this is how I get the kid to be quiet. Okay. Okay. All right. I will admit I didn't see that coming. It's also weird seeing her laugh. It doesn't feel like she's quite there yet, or like that she should be. I don't know. Oh, what? How does he know that? Okay. All right. Um. I mean, I'm pretty sure breaks all kinds of ethical rules and stuff you should be following if you're protecting someone. Okay. All right, dude. She was very clearly messing with you. I'm just saying, she went in for the kiss too. Frickin' bird. Yeah, it's a creepy tattoo bird. Time to go. So what are you gonna do? I'll buy you the time. Uh-huh. Okay, so why is he suddenly on board? I get that he was reluctant, but yeah, this I don't think this is gonna go well for him. Why are people firing through doors in this movie? Yeah, that was dumb. You should have gotten away from the door. Oh, dear God, seriously? I know what you know by touching your face. Typhoid? Is that supposed to be Typhoid Mary? Are you frickin' kidding me? Okay, whatever. Okay, he's gonna send one of his tattooed hellhounds after them. Or one of his hellhounds that is his tattoo. I see? It just sounds stupid saying it. You sure you wanna I was gonna say, you sure you wanna hold up for this? No. I'm assuming that guy is Stone. The flip? Okay, so she's climbing trees. Got it. Oh boy. Yep, that would be Stone. Okay. Okay. That was ridiculous. I'm sorry, wait a minute. Hold on. The metal size broke against his skin, but a tree killed him? I got some issues with that. I got some big issues with that. Oh, okay. Who is this guy? Don't know if I'd recommend that. What? What's going on here? Huh? Okay, wait a minute. Wait a minute. What? These guys are assassins too? What is going on here? Um, dude. Seriously? Um, oh god. I'm just all over the place with this. Pretty sure this is not how Typhoid Mary is actually supposed to work, but she's the treasure that the hand is looking for? So is she some kind of super assassin prodigy or something? Okay. Okay, so instead of a demon, she saw a ninja. Okay. And where are we? Oh, are we at your old dojo or training ground or wherever Stick kicked you out of? Okay, so she's now training with them. I mean, come on. Is it? I mean, it's either a fact or it isn't. This is the way. Mm, I have a feeling she's not going to want to stick around for very long. She like imitating Elektra or what she thinks Elektra would do. Old habits die hard, I suppose. I mean, yeah. Okay. This is getting weird. She's like, "You're good, but you're not like me good. Not yet." I'm sorry, are you falling for the big doe eyes? She frickin' decided to do this. I mean, that sucks, but You know, staying alive is kind of important. So Abby is basically a living MacGuffin. What the heck is going on here? Oh, is this a tattoo spider now? I'm guessing they must have trained together. Okay, where is this? Okay, all right. Creepy old house. Oh, is this where her parents were killed? So is this like an old embassy or something? Just a little kid walking through a white sheeted house. She took the midnight train going anywhere. And it's like, okay, I will wait here for them. Never mind. He's here. What was this? I thought this was supposed to be just the two of them. All right. Not gonna lie, she is in great shape. Like she looked amazing in that costume. Looks amazing in that costume. Did she just turn on the gas? Hi guys, guess what? That was funny. That was funny. She just nuked him. Yeah, and you're kind of an idiot. What was his name? Kirigi? Kigiri? I. Ooh, ghosts! Ooh, white sheet ghosts. Oh. The hell? Yeah, the white sheets are annoying. Oh. You killed my mom! I mean, I'll admit it's not a bad tactic. Get her emotional, that might throw her off balance. But I mean, really? This is just like conveniently forgotten details, you know? If she actually saw him. Oh, come on, that was an amateur move, Elektra. What the hell is happening here? This dude has like no consistency when it comes to his abilities. Like he just has whatever the scene can make look cool or something. Oh, did she catch him? Nice. What? Okay, alright. That was a little lame. Tattoo. His name is Tattoo. Oh god. Be more on the nose, okay? Dude's like, I'm gonna just send the whole menagerie after you. Except they're all gonna be snakes, apparently. It's like, trying to stay behind you. Why you gotta move so fast, Elektra? Whoa, hi. That's a problem. Elektra? Elektra? Be more, be more aware of your surroundings. Uh-huh. Yeah, there is no way. There is no way she should have gotten that far away from her that she couldn't have doubled back and caught her. And there go the snakes. Yeah, I'm pretty sure she's traumatized after that. Pretty sure I would have been. And I'm sorry, she's just able to go and. Oh, God. Hello, Typhoid Mary. I don't think that's a good idea. Okay, yeah, no, I'm not buying this whole I can't find her, especially not for this long. It's like I have a girl to find and you're in my way. Nice try. It would have been funny if she would have thrown his sai right as he tried to blind speed at her. What was with that moment? Did he just basically give her her other sai? What? Is he mocking her by imitating her dad? No, you're not going to get the chance. Into the well with you as you pop into a cloud. Oh, there goes his leadership of the hand. You've still got a little girl to save. Or a little adolescent to save? I don't know. What the hell is this? Are you kidding me? What? Why? What? How? Huh? Where the hell did that come from? Okay, she doesn't appear to be like, you know, sick or emaciated or anything. Is she cold? What? I don't. What are we doing here? We're laying on hands. Okay, all right. I'm just. Okay, and now it's about to become a Jennifer Garner rom-com. All right, got it. That's her going. That's her going away jacket. I'm not going back to school. It is turning into a Jennifer Garner rom-com. Second Life? What? Okay. All right, the N is for Nachios. Okay, all right. Do we have a post-credit scene in this? Because if not, there does not appear to be one. Okay. All right. I'm going to go ahead and just pause it right there. Okay. All right. Um I want to see what some of you guys were saying during the movie. So, okay, let's see. Oh, Squiffid was here. Good to see you. Let's see. Who else? Who else? Oh God, you're gonna hate it. I didn't hate it. I certainly didn't love it, but I didn't hate it. Let's see. Jason Isaacs. Yes, thank you, Sith Apple. I appreciate that. It took me for like it took me forever, and then yeah, like, all right. To me, it was more of a separate ninja faction. Okay, having Terrence Stamp do the opening narration was the right call because Terrence Stamp is easily the best actor in the film. Was Terrence Stamp the one that played Stick? I'm not very familiar with him. I mean, I've heard the name, but I don't really know who he is. So, all right. Some of the action is actually pretty cool. The film has more style than I was expecting. I wish that Terrence Stamp had played Stick in Daredevil, but at least he's in Elektra. I mean, I really like the guy who played Stick in the Daredevil show. I don't remember his name, but he was grittier. And I feel like with a character like Stick, that's kind of how you need him to be. So, between General Zod, Jarrell, and Stick, Terrence Stamp has three really good superhero roles. For those that didn't know, Terrence Stamp is Jarrell's voice actor in Smallville. Oh, okay. All right. He was General Zod? Really? It's it's been forever since I've seen Superman the movie. But yeah, stay tuned. Um okay, I feel like the plot isn't as compelling as it could have been, but Terrence Stamp elevates the material when he's in it. Okay, she's in her safe house. The Chaste is the opposing ninja faction of the Hand in the comics. Okay. CG Anime Fan was expecting the young sidekick character to be annoying, but she's actually okay. She's not as bad as she could have been. She was okay. She was all right. Um, I knew that you were joking, but if Tim Curry was in Elektra, the film would be better. Tim Curry improves just about everything. Yeah, I mean, you're not wrong. I think that having Bullseye in the film, either as a cameo or supporting villain role, would have helped the film. Yeah, but that would have had to have been Colin Farrell's Bullseye, and I didn't care for his Bullseye at all. Um, Daredevil held up by having two entertaining villains. Elektra could have used some cool villains to fight in her film. You're not wrong. Squiffid. Switch got busted, lost your Stardew Valley world. Oh, was your is your Stardew Valley save? Is it internal or is it in the cloud? Because, you know, bought a Switch 2, Stardew Valley won't be compatible with it for a few days. Well, that's fine. You'll get it eventually, you know? All right. One of my least favorite things in the film is forced romance. In films is forced romance. I knew that Mark would be the love interest character as soon as he showed up, despite him and Elektra having little chemistry. I mean, like, so yeah, like as soon as he shows up, he's this really, he's this really good looking dude, and it's like, okay, all right, that's you know, that's the love interest right there. CG feels like if Abby had been a young adult, it would have been easy to write Mark out of the film because he seems to have no need to be in the film aside from being Abby's guardian. Won't debate you there. A lot of villains in the film are forgettable. Like, I'll save it, but yeah, I definitely have some things to say. Let's see. I think the film would be more emotionally compelling if more time was spent on Elektra being a mentor to Abby that tries to give her a better life than she had. That okay, yeah. I think that removing the romance would have given Elektra more time to mentor Abby. Okay. At first, I felt worried that Stick would have been the twist villain. I feel glad that he doesn't get thrown under the bus. I think that would have been tempting to make Stick the villain because of what a great job Terrence Stamp did playing General Zod, but thankfully he played heroic characters well too. David says that was amazing. Okay, what did you mean when you said that was amazing? All right. CG, like that Elektra doesn't feel as quippy as a lot of other Marvel films. She's not a quipster. She's not a quipper. The Punisher is definitely not a quipper. Um, yeah. Thinks that Frank Miller should have had a cameo in the film like he did in Daredevil. Did he have a cameo in Daredevil? I'm sorry, but I think Frank Miller, he's a talented writer, but he's a trash human being. I don't like him. So, there's a deleted scene with Daredevil? Really? Okay. Did I like the film? Did I like the film? Um, I definitely had some issues with it. There were some parts that I did like. I definitely understand why this film gets a lot of the grief that it does. I don't think I have quite as many issues with a lot of people as a lot of other people do that have seen it. With that said, I'm gonna save the rest for what I have to say later. But this is definitely not one of the better superhero films that I've seen, and I'll elaborate more on that in a little bit. So, Scott Glenn played Stick in Daredevil and the Defenders. Yeah, Scott Glenn I thought was really good. So, what I meant when I brought up wanting Terrence Stamp to be in Daredevil was that I wanted him in the Daredevil film. Oh, he wasn't in. Okay, damn, that does kind of suck because Terrence Stamp Stick is a good character to to use when you're talking about Daredevil's origin. Like he's kind of seminal to Daredevil's origin. So like at least in terms of his development as a fighter. So yeah, I can definitely understand that. I was talking about when Typhoid Mary got impaled in the face through the maze. Oh, really? See, that's one of the things I'm going to have issues with. Frank Miller does have a cameo in the Daredevil film. Okay, all right. I had no clue about that. I'll have to look for that at some point because I have seen Daredevil, and it was a long time ago. But hi, Trouble. Can you guys see her? Is she in frame? She is not in frame. Okay, all right. I'm gonna go ahead. I need to stop the timer. And we're going to go ahead and take the timer away now. Oh, okay. I just stopped it. I didn't reset it. There we go. And goodbye timer. Okay. All right. Okay, let's get into the postmortem because yeah, I've got some things to say. All right, so that was Elektra from 2005, and I can now, tick this off of the list of Marvel movies that I have not seen. And believe it or not, that list is probably more extensive than you would suspect if you talked with me for more than 5 minutes. I have seen most Marvel movies, particularly the more modern ones. However, quite a few fell through the cracks. If you take a look at my watch list for 2025, you'll see that I hadn't seen The Punisher previous to this movie as well. And that also means I haven't seen Punisher War Journal. And you know, quite, I'm not going to say quite a few, but definitely some of the other ones as well. It was asked earlier if I had seen the Marvel TV movies. I don't think I've seen most of them, if any of them. So I don't know if I'm necessarily inclined to count the. Hi, hi, sweetie. Hi, how are you? Hold on one second. Sorry, I got to stretch. I was starting to pull a muscle. How are you? She's like, Dad is starting to monologue. I need to get in here and disrupt him. So, okay. Hi. Hello. Okay. All right. Can I please do my monologue? Can I do my live stream? Huh? Okay. Can Dad continue, please? I'll give you treats afterwards, okay? I've already given you enough treats today, and I'm still a little frustrated at you for going out on the bathroom ledge. So, all right. Okay. But yeah, I actually haven't seen a lot of the made for TV Marvel movies that I think came out in the 70s and the 80s. The first theatrical Marvel movie I can remember watching is Howard the Duck. Um, and I was a kid when that movie came out, so it was marketed to, the likes of me. But I don't even think I was really aware that it was a Marvel Comics film at the time. It was just Howard the Duck. So, whatever. Anyways, talking about Elektra. So, this movie was made after Daredevil, in which Elektra first appeared. And I believe she got killed off in that movie. And I don't remember if they resurrected her or not. I assume that they did. And then she kind of went off to do her own thing. And that's why she has her own movie. Now, clearly, Jennifer Garner was popular enough in that movie that they decided, we'll go ahead and give her her own movie. And um they could have done a much better job. That's really what I'm going to say here. This is a movie that really asks you to take a lot on the faith of its narrative, and it really doesn't do anything to validate that faith. It asks you to it tells you more than it shows. It asks you to just kind of go with it, and which I don't mind when a movie asks you to just kind of go with whatever is going on. But the thing is, if you're going to do that, then you need to be sufficiently entertaining, or you have to have some kind of payoff for your viewers as to why they're doing that. And I just don't feel like you get that here. Um, One of the things that really struck me about this movie was kind of the whole internal politics between the hand and David, what did you call it? The chaste? I don't know anything about that, but I believe you when you say that that's a like an internal splinter group or whatever from the hand. I'm sure it is. But basically, this is a movie that, like, kind of asks you to go with that, doesn't really tell you much about the hand. And then, you know, God, then what was his name? Kirigi walks in with his little band of clearly comic book villain, like this is my posse, and they're all walking weird and they have these distinct looks and everything. And I'm like, okay, all right, what are we getting here? And I'm not gonna lie, I got a little pissed off when when he finally named Mary, and I was like, are you freaking kidding me? She makes everything decompose. This is very clearly supposed to be Typhoid Mary. And I'm pretty sure this is not how they use Typhoid Mary in the comics. I was more than a little disappointed in that. Um, and I mean, like, I could have gotten behind it if they had characterized her a little bit better. Like during the part where she talks to Abby and goes, I used to be the treasurer, I would have liked to have known more about that. I would have liked to have known more about exactly how she got the abilities that she got, and then like kind of what was going on with her. I felt like she could have been a much more interesting character than Kirigi, who was basically your standard, all right, I want to lead this outfit and I'm too impatient to make good decisions about it. I do think that there were there were a lot of, I don't know. I didn't have any real issues with Abby. I felt like as far as sidekick characters go, she was pretty all right. I feel like I didn't have any real issues with her, but I did have some issues with Elektra's behavior around her. I understand that they want to give her, like, they want to make her more humane. They want to give her like a connection with this character. I understand all of that, but if you know the things that I know about Elektra's character from the comics, she is much more reluctant to bond with people. And I mean, yes, it's a defense mechanism and everything, but like I felt like she had that initial like, keep away from me um vibe, but it seemed to dissipate a little too quickly, and I didn't really feel the reason for why it was dissipating. And I guess that comes down to the storytelling and the script. It just kind of rushed things a little too quickly without explanation. I don't understand why McCabe suddenly was like, he's like, what are these people doing here? And then he's like, all right, I'm gonna buy you guys some time while I really do feel like there were some decisions made here that really kind of undercut the intent of the narrative. And when you're telling a story, you want consistency, you want to build on things. And again, I realize this is only one movie about Elektra, but there could have been some building, and if you had cut a few things, you could have built on other things. um for instance, CG Anime Fan says that if if you would have cut the whole romance with Mark subplot, which, I mean, to be fair, there isn't much of that in there. Yes, it's in there, and but you could have cut some of that out, and given at least some more time to her, maybe mentoring Abby, maybe explaining why she connects with her the way she does. Given a little bit more time for that to happen, it really would have helped solidify some of those things. Now, I think the biggest issue that I have with this movie is that it's sort of like, last week I watched The Adventures of Buckaroo Banzai Across the Eighth Dimension. And the thing that this movie has in common with that movie is that I feel like with The Adventures of Buckaroo Banzai, that movie feels like it's like four movies in already, and it's just making assumptions about the world and asking you to go along with it. and you have no choice but to do that. I feel like this movie is doing something similar on a smaller scale. And really, I guess what it comes down to is that I feel this movie, Elektra, would have benefited from another movie that came before it. You could have told this story as a second movie and made it work. And so I'm going to do a little bit of theory crafting here. I think that's what I'm about to do is. Um, but you know how at the start of the movie you had Jason Isaacs in a cameo, all right? First of all, that's a sin in and of itself. You do not hire Jason Isaacs and then use him for just a damn cameo, all right? Make that first movie about Elektra being an assassin and chasing Jason Isaacs all over that movie, okay? Have her kill him off at the end, and then have the second movie start where she's cleaning out her safe house. And then you can tell this story. I think if you had done that, you would have had a lot more time to establish why she's so darned antisocial. You could have delved a little bit into her parents. You could have basically given the character a bit more time to breathe and become who she is before this movie, where she effectively, uh, she has a fairly fundamental character change here. I feel like if they had done that, then you would have had a better arc for this character. And like, honestly, I think that's why I would probably score this movie pretty low. Now, I was asked, did I enjoy this film? Yes, I did enjoy it, but it has a lot of issues. And I'm sorry, with all due props to David here, with all due apologies to David here, the part where she throws a sigh through the garden maze and kills Mary with it, where the hell did that come from? What was she using kamaguri or whatever? Which, let me tell you, I've got issues with that too. That's just basically like, as far as I'm concerned, it was basically like, this is shorthand for this stuff gives you all kinds of powers that you can use whenever the plot demands them, essentially. And yeah, but even if she was using it, and if she was, they certainly didn't indicate it enough for me to go along with it. I was just like, whoa, 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 why? You guys saw my reaction to that. I was like, where did that come from? Why did it happen then? And I don't know. I felt like Elektra losing Abby in the garden maze was unrealistic. She's supposed to be like an assassin hunter character. Abby was supposed to be 5 paces behind her. I just felt like that was careless, lazy writing there, and I just didn't care for it. So with that said, I did enjoy the movie. It was fun. It was nice, kind of mindless superhero fare, mystical ninja superhero fare. And I certainly don't regret having watched it. There are other Marvel movies that I definitely have my regrets watching. But I would say this is not one of them. Now, as for how I would score this on Letterboxd, this is probably gonna get about a 2.5 from me. It does some good things. I definitely liked. First of all, I'm gonna say this: Jennifer Garner in that outfit, like when that final fight was about to start, and her jacket comes off, and she's wearing the Elektra outfit. Okay, she looked amazing. She definitely rocked that. She's clearly in good shape for the role. She is, she's doing her thing. And I really did enjoy that. What else? I mean, when she
busts Abby the first time and when she interacts with her, I liked that too. Even as I was going, this is very kind of not what I would expect a character like Elektra to be doing, you know? But yeah, I think at this point this would get about a 2.5 from me on Letterboxd. Um, it does some good things. It does a lot of things that I feel asks a bit too much of the audience. And I think that if this story had come after a previous one where she had been a bit more of the character who she's, supposed to be, and then you kind of show her evolving a little bit, I would have been much more on board with this story. Um, the way I see it, Jennifer Garner elevated this. Uh, Terrence Stamp as Stick, he was a pretty good cast. He is not quite the Stick that I would have cast. It would have been much more along the lines of Scott Glenn than Terrence Stamp. But but he was, he was all right as Stick. I certainly don't regret seeing him. Um, and and Jason Isaacs, why you gotta waste Jason Isaacs like that? There were a few moves that she made with the Psy, killing people through other surfaces that I was just like, that those were eye rolling. But yeah, I mean, overall, even though I would give this a score of about 2.5 on a 5-point scale, I mean, it doesn't mean I didn't enjoy it. It had its fun moments, and I certainly don't begrudge them those. But yeah, on a I guess from a technical standpoint, this movie definitely has more misses than it does hits. But still, I enjoyed it, and hopefully you did as well. Thank you for watching this reaction. If you enjoyed it, please go ahead and whip the like button, and if you haven't already, consider subscribing as well. Also, if you enjoy this reaction, consider sharing this out to your friends, your family, your followers, anyone that you think would enjoy my reaction to these media. What'd you think of this movie? Did you like it? Did you dislike it? Let me know why in the comments. I would love to have a conversation with you about this film. You can find the full and unedited live stream of this reaction on my YouTube channel. There is a master playlist of all movies that I have watched and reacted to, and I'm starting to divide them up into smaller playlists, mostly by genre. Elektra would go in the fantasy and action playlists definitely, as well as the superhero movies playlist that I also have. And you can find all of these playlists on my YouTube channel under the category Watch Party. Oh, right. And finally, channel memberships are now live on the Spidey Librarian YouTube channel. Check out the membership tiers and see which benefits you'd like access to. Perks include shoutouts, members-only videos, members-only live streams, and early access to selected uploaded content. And that's not even mentioning my custom emotes and badges. Check out the membership tiers today and see which perks you'd like access to. And I think that's everything. So, yeah. Thanks again for watching. This is Spidey Librarian. And until my next stream or upload, I'll be wishing you a good day. All right, let me see what else you guys were saying. Do I think the Elektra film is better or worse than the Daredevil film? Honestly, I would probably need to rewatch Daredevil. Um, Based on what I can remember, probably just a little bit worse than Daredevil. But Daredevil is a movie that had its issues as well. And, but it definitely had some good parts as well. And again, I'll just say Michael Clark Duncan as Kingpin. I really wish we'd gotten more of that, Let's see. CG Anime Fan thinks that the Hulk, Thor, and Hulk Daredevil TV films are actually pretty good. Okay, all right. I'll have to see if I can get access to those at some point. You seem too young to have grown up seeing Howard the Duck back in the day. I swear to God, I did. And you know, I I remember being a kid, and it appealed to me as a kid. So, all right. I've aged incredibly well. I have surprised quite a few people when I tell them my age. So yeah, I don't know. I mean, it gets less and less likely the older I get, of course, but like, even today still. Yeah, I don't know. Uh and uh, I'll not harp too much on this, but I mean, like, I haven't had to use like, I haven't had to start dyeing my hair or anything. Like, I don't have any gray hairs yet. I mean, I think I've noticed like one or two. Like, it's starting to happen, but it's happening very slowly. So, let's see. I don't know much about the Hand from the comics, but they are boring in Elektra and the Defenders. I definitely feel like the Hand is more compelling in those series than they are in this movie. That's just my opinion, though. So, all right. I could seem too generous, but when it came to the rating out of 10, I was torn between a 6 and 7, so my overall rating is a 6.5 out of 10. Okay, that's understandable. I guess on a 10-point scale, my rating equates to about a 5. So, um, so I'm a little less generous than you, but like, again, I don't know, I didn't grow up with this film. I don't have any nostalgia attached to this film. And again, when I watched Daredevil, I mean, even back then, I remember having some issues with it. So, all right. And hey, Mama Leah, how you doing? I'm glad you could be here. Thank you for coming by. I appreciate it. I'm actually probably gonna do a little bit of streaming after this, like some gameplay streaming. So you guys are welcome to join me for that if you want. Have a good night, and sorry I didn't make it for the majority of your stream. That is a-okay. Life happens, and I ended up starting the stream late anyways, and that's just kind of on me. We'd be getting out of here at 11:15 if I'd started on time, so, or 11:20 or so. So, but Trouble got out on the, not the roof, but effectively the roof, and we had to rescue her. So you'd be up a while, so you can stick around. Okay, all right, nice. I don't know what I'm gonna play. What let's take a moment. If you're gonna stick around, which of these games would you like me to play? And before I do that, I'm gonna take a look at the poll that I put out. We got 7 votes. I asked, do you think Elodie Yung should return to portray Elektra in Daredevil Born Again Season 2? Let's see, we had 7 votes. And so let's see, that's about 14 points of vote. 5 of you said she absolutely should return. You guys must have really liked her in Daredevil. I thought she was okay. I definitely think she looks better for the part than Jennifer Garner does. No offense to Jennifer Garner, but like, Elektra is supposed to be like Greek, and so I don't know. Like, I know that Greek people can come in different colors and sizes and shapes and everything, but like, Elodie Yung just kind of like, that was comic book Elektra to me. Jennifer Garner, and again, I'm not trying to disrespect her at all. Jennifer Garner just felt like an anglicized Elektra, and I didn't vibe with it as much as I did with Elodie Yung. So, um, and then we had one person saying, no, let Jennifer Garner do it. I'm not gonna lie, I wouldn't be opposed to it. I would not be opposed to it at all. And then one person said, I don't care about Elektra. I always try to include one choice that makes me go, what the heck are you doing watching this content? But all right, I know how that goes. One of my baby chicks got out and slipped through the fence into the middle of the street. Oh my God. I hope they're okay. Jesus, that would freak me out. So, Glad Trouble is okay. Sith Apple signing off. All right, Sith Apple, thank you for being here, man. I appreciate it so much. And this, I'm not, guys, this is one of the better streams in terms of like overall watch time. Um, this movie or this stream, which we got a little over 2 hours, we've gotten, I think, at least a good 7 hours of watch time out of it. Which, oh my god, thank you guys so much. I appreciate it. So, Sith Apple, take care. Have a good night. I'll see you soon. All right. Okay. So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna end this poll. All right. And now I'm actually going to do another one just for it. Please only vote if you're going to stick around for my next stream. So if you're going to bed, if you're done for the night, I get it. I appreciate it. I'm gonna make a list of games that I can play after this. What games should I play in a few minutes? All right. So I'm going to put out some of my regular choices. We're going to go with Stardew Valley. We're going to go with Vampire Survivors. And then I'm going to put out a couple of new ones. Well, new-ish. Like I haven't played them in a while. I'm going to put out Immortals: Phoenix Rising, which is an excellent game. And then my other choice, Elden Ring. All right. So there you go. I'm putting that out for those of you that are sticking around for my next stream, which will be just after this one. And I'm probably going to stream for at least I don't know, probably at least an hour or two, because I'm definitely up for a little while. So, but yeah, go ahead and cast your votes. Let me know, and yeah, I appreciate it. So let's see. But yeah, choices: Stardew Valley, Vampire Survivors, uh, Elden Ring, and Immortals: Phoenix Rising. These are all great games. So I just started playing Elden Ring, I think, a couple nights ago. I don't think I'd played it in at least a couple years, like 1 or 2 years. And the game's only been out for 3 years, so go figure. But and I was just like, ah, God, I kind of have missed this. Like I kind of missed like playing these games, or at least this one. Elden Ring is the reason that I don't just run away from Souls games now. So that game frustrates my partner so much. Oh, are we talking about Elden Ring? Yeah. I'm not claiming to be good at Elden Ring, and if I do play, I'll probably just restart from the beginning. But like I'm not gonna lie. I definitely can appreciate the lore. I can appreciate the difficulty. I can appreciate the just the amount of detail that is in the settings. It's an entire thing for me. So all right, it looks like Mama Leah, I'm guessing you're the one that voted for Stardew Valley. So all right. Okay. Well, if no one else is going to stick around, then we have our winner here. It's going to be Stardew Valley. Okay. So here's what we're going to do. I'm going to go ahead and end the stream. And I'm going to go and get a snack, get things situated. I would say give me about 20 minutes. So we'll probably start around 12:45 my time. And I think we're going to play until at least 2:30. So if you're going to stick around, excellent. And if not, well, I'm going to play some Stardew Valley. So I'm going to get going. Thanks again, you guys, for being here. I really do appreciate it. Thanks to David for suggesting Elektra. And thanks to CG Anime Fan for also being in the corner of this movie. I was excited to watch it, and I definitely enjoyed it, flaws and all. So, I think I think that even though, again, I'm not going to score this movie terribly high, still enjoyed it, and I'm glad I watched it. So thank you guys for being here. I appreciate it very much. Take care. This is Spidey Librarian, and until my next stream or upload, I'll be wishing you
a good day.
Bye.